In view of the perennial state of hunger and high cost of living in Nigeria today, it has become imperative that government at all levels, private enterprises, and non-governmental organizations rise up in arms to collectively fight the scourge, especially at the grassroots level. Meanwhile, it will be noted that the largest chunk of the votes that gave the mantle to our democratic leaders came from the structures that were well built in the grassroots politics. On the other way round, a non-governmental organization, boot to boot with Ahmed Tinubu in the Federal Capital Territory, under the auspices of the All Progressive Congress, recently launched a larger-than-life palliative measure of bags of rice to the members of the party in Abuja Municipal Area Council of the Federal Capital Territory. As it were, the mission of Boot to Boot with Ahmed Tinubu is to reach the members of the party at the grassroots levels with the aim of putting smiles on their faces and to say thanks for all they have done in the past elections. It is a private initiative with strong emphasis on the palliative measure not having anything to do with party or government arrangement.
We come to know that most of the party executives and the ESCOs used to be neglected. They don't used to feel anything, any impact with the party. Then we thought this is wrong, and we call on you people so that we cement that gap to see how we give a little token so that we'll start from somewhere. After all this, we'll all put heads together to see how we'll be useful to each other, even if after the election. So, as I told you, we are carrying out this palliative, and what we should know in mind that it's a sole responsibility of Boot to Boot with Ahmed Tinubu. It's not a government or party affairs. This is an initiative of Boot to Boot.
In his response to questions from our crew, the coordinator for Abuja Municipal Area Council's Boot to Boot with Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. Mohammed Ndabida, highlights the state of the nation and the adverse effect on the people, believing that the Boot to Boot with Ahmed Tinubu has come on time to give relief and put smiles on the faces of party members at the grassroots level.
Yes, with the situation of the country, we know that people need such type of thing because there is a bit hardship in the country, and you can see smiles in their face, and they really appreciate what we did. And we thank God that gave us the effort to do what we did today, to put smile in the face of people and to unite or synergize between the party and to bring them together to see that, yes, with people like us, there will be assistance for them and help will come to them. This is just the beginning of what we intend to do.
Mr. Ndabida further confirms that the project is nationwide, covering all the 776 local governments of the Federation. He made it known that the takeoff in the Federal Capital Territory was Buhari Area Council, while from Abuja Municipal Area Council, all the area councils will be covered. Obaje David, the organizing secretary for All Progressive Congress in Municipal Area Council, lauds the measure, sees it as a necessary step in the right direction.
We as a party, we are very glad and grateful, seriously grateful to Boot, because not only because of the gift, but because of the heart that is giving out what they have given. The rice is not the most important thing, but that somebody is somewhere remembering that the party structure is alive, the party structure is important. Then we appreciate their effort, we appreciate what they have done, and we can only call them more to come and do more for the party executives, most especially, who are often forgotten after election. Nobody remembers that they are even in existence or they are anywhere to be found. But now that Boot to Boot has done this, we are calling on other NGOs to follow suit, so that the real empowerment of the people can be done and achieved. And with that, we believe that the party will move forward, the people will be more motivated. As you saw in the faces of the people that came around today, everybody are elated, they are happy. Even the fact that Boot to Boot brought people together, people that have seen each other maybe after the election would not be able to sit down together like a body like this. There are people who has provided the platform to do that. So we really appreciate what has been done today.
Calls on other public and private organizations within the party and outside of it to give back to the members of the party who has worked relentlessly for the success of the party in the past. In his passionate release of energy, Honorable Otuba Nathan Ene, the chairman of All Progressive Congress City Center Ward, applauds the laudable empowerment measure of boot to boot with Ahmed Tinubu and the excellent approach at reaching to the wards, polling units, and party structures.
I commend the organizers of boot to boot to Mr. President. Those that are wonderful people. They understand that the impact of winning an election start from the ward, the polling unit, and the ward. And these people understand that the people in polling units and the ward are not happy at all. But with this sense of belonging, you can discover that everybody is happy. The message will go across the polling unit. Even though this is a token, it's nothing, but it gives us sense of belonging. You can imagine being in a party of presidents, and you know all of us in the party, we are emulating His Excellency President Bola Tinubu. He's a man who understands the pains of the downtrodden. Therefore, for us to work in the party and everybody ignores the party structure, it's too painful. But this effort of these boot to boot organizers who came to the ward and show little appreciation, it boosts our morale. I can tell you that what you see in another election will be wonderful, more than what will be much, because people will now embrace the party. We are crying that the people at grassroots are not reached. Everything is being hijacked upstairs. But the grassroots, those people who turn out to vote, those people who we canvass to vote for us, nobody remembers the people at the grassroots. And you can imagine this little touch of life. You can see that little bag of rice given. You can imagine if he takes to polling units. This is just the word. If he goes to polling units, you will see that the people of Nigeria will understand that change has really come through His Excellency President Bola Tinubu, Asiwaju of Nigeria.
Abuja Municipal Area Council Welfare Secretary of the party, Mrs. Ronke Balogun, appreciated the noble efforts of Boot to Boot with Ahmed Tinubu for moving far ahead of others like them to give back to party members in the wards and polling units.
And I really appreciate them because there are many groups, over 1 million group that work for Bola Tinubu. We're only seeing boot to boot who discovered that the party structure have been neglected, and they come up giving us a palliative. Why some are saying that they will have taken it to their word, that it's not something. Myself, I value it, even though it's one mudu. I value it more than somebody that even give me a bag of rice. No matter how small or big that rice is, I value it, because for somebody to remember you in the midst of millions, which means that person think deeply and know that the party are more superior. They work for the party. None of our leader is being remembered. Like I said the other time, as we speak, there's no leader in FCT that you can run to that can give you even common 10,000 naira. Then what of the people that work with us, that they believe in us, that they work for the party? Now today we cannot cry to any one of them, and we are even fearing this local government election is coming. That I see the same way we are begging them, vote for us, and they vote for us, no reward. So we are not happy, but we thank boot by boots who remember us, who think there's some woman being somewhere who work for the party, they believe in the party structure and they remember us from all the 6 area council, and then they have gone to Buhari, they have gone to Abaji, another area council.
It will be noted that the boot-to-boot with Ahmed Tinubu palliative measure, while going round the all area councils and wards in the Federal Capital Territory, aim readily and spiritedly to touch more lives around all the local government councils of the Federation.